you're new to Melodyne, here's everything you need to know. The big orange blobs show the notes, but they aren't actually showing us pitch. They're just kind of a visual representation, almost like a waveform. But these thin red lines that run between the notes, that is the actual pitch, and it's what we want to pay attention to when we're tuning. So we have three main pitch tools, starting with the pitch tool, and we can use this to click and drag a note up and down as a whole, and we can double click to lock it in place in the pitch lane. The pitch modulation tool flattens out the pitch across the note. Use this sparingly and with intention, because this is where things can start to sound artificial. For example, if I take this phrase and double click, it's going to set it to 0% modulation. So there's basically no modulation of the pitch across these notes, and that sounds like this.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
Very robotic, kind of like a vocoder sound, but that could be cool if that's what you're going for. The pitch drift tool is really cool because it allows us to keep the natural movement across the note, but we can center it a little bit. So we get the best of both worlds, where it stays really natural, but a bit more in tune and controlled. This is especially useful for vibrato, like right here. You can see how the vibrato moves a bit upward, almost into the next note by the end of it. But if we click and drag with the pitch drift tool, we can keep all of the vibrato, but we center it on the note that is supposed to be moving around, and it stays within that lane. And you'll see that I'm not really paying attention to where this orange blob itself is lying. This technically looks a little bit sharp, and if I double click, it'll snap that in, so now it's kind of flat. I'm really paying attention to centering the vibrato and focusing on this thin red line, because again, that is the actual pitch. The orange blob is just an outline of the note, but we want the pitch itself to be centered within the note lane. So with the main pitch tool, I'll hold Option on a Mac, and now I can freely move this note without it snapping, and just center that vibrato in the note lane. Again, with the main pitch tool, I'm just going to grab these other parts of this phrase, double click them so they lock in place, and let's take a quick listen.
'Cause I'm on a mission. 'Cause I'm on a mission. 'Cause I'm on a mission. 'Cause I'm on a mission.
And using my ear, I just brought this vibrato note down a little bit because it was still sounding like it was drifting a little sharp. Moving down the line, we have the note separation tool, which lets us cut a note up into different parts. So we can separate the sustain here from the beginning and the end, or the in and the out of this note, and then we can treat each part differently, maybe with some of the different pitch tools. So I know that I can get away with a bit more flattening of the sustain of the note than I can with the in and the out, which are kind of the transitions. So I'll use the main pitch tool here. I'll highlight everything, double click to lock them in place, and then I'll double click to lock in the drift across the sustain of this note.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
Which still sounds pretty natural because the sustain was pretty close to flat as it is. We just gave it a little extra help. If we switch back to the main pitch tool, you'll see between each note there's these sort of lighter orange lines, and when I cut this note up, new ones appeared between these. These are note transitions, and it's almost like a crossfade of the pitch. So if I click and drag here, you'll see how the pitch line looks a little jagged here, and then it meets the flattened sustain, but I can click and drag and smooth that out a little bit, and the same thing for how we come out of the sustain.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
But for now, I'm going to reconnect these notes and treat them as one. Next, let's look at the timing tool. So the timing tool is pretty self-explanatory. It lets us change the timing of the notes, and we can click and drag, and it's going to snap relative to our grid. So you'll see here the start of this note is, roughly this far from this downbeat. Now, my grid is in quarter notes. If I click and drag, it's going to snap with the same amount of spacing to the next quarter note because it's a relative grid. And if we change the grid to something smaller, like say 16th notes, you'll see we get more grid points and more places that we can snap. And this is great if you wanted to be creative and maybe move the timing, but keep the way that the singer was moving between the notes. But if you need to fix timing, you need to be able to move a bit more freely. And that's where holding the Option key comes into play. If you hold Option, we can click and drag without snapping to the grid, and we can move these pretty much anywhere that we need to. I like to align to the pitch as opposed to where Melodyne thinks the notes start. So you see the timing handle here is not what I'm snapping to. If we zoom in here, I'm actually using the very start of the pitch of the note, and so I'll drag that to the start of the downbeat, and that sounds like this.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
You can also get creative here. If I wanted this transition to drag a little bit more, maybe just like have the singer ease more into the note, I can pull this a little further in time.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
And that sounds kind of cool, but I'm going to leave that the way the singer sang it. Amplitude is an easy one. That's kind of just volume, so I can lower the volume of this note.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
Or you can get creative and start combining the different things we've learned. Maybe you want the sustain of the note to be a little bit softer. Snap these all in.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
The fade tool is also pretty self-explanatory. You can make fade ins and fade outs.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
Though to be honest, I don't use this very often. I tend to do more of that kind of stuff within Pro Tools itself. The sibilant balance tool is really interesting because it isn't just a volume control for sibilants. What it actually does is allows you to control the balance between a note that has sibilants and pitch to it. For example, right here, the singer says cuz, which starts with a C and then ends in an S, but there's some pitch in the center here.
'Cause I'm.
If I click and drag down, we reduce the sibilants, and you can see that the pitch part in the center here is going to stay the same.
'Cause I'm on.
And if I click and drag up, the opposite is true,
'Cause I'm on.
leaving us with only the sibilant portion of the note. So these are just kind of the extremes, but not necessarily how you would use this tool in practice, but it does give you a lot of control to fine-tune your vocals. The last one we're going to look at is the formant tool, and we can use that to do some interesting shifts of the formant without changing the pitch. So if I click this here from an E and raise this up 12 steps to the next E,
'Cause I'm on a mission.
we get a bit of a chipmunk kind of sound. And if I do the opposite and I bring this down 12 steps,
'Cause I'm on a mission.
you get sort of that detuned lower voice sound. So let's put it all together. I'll show you how I would tune this entire phrase. So I'm going to select everything and we'll restore to the original pitch. So let's take a listen untuned.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
So it's very close already. I'm going to leave the first note cuz by itself, and let's zoom into this note here. I'm going to leave the transition where it is, and I'm going to split this note here into its three parts: the in, the sustain, and the out. We're going to double click all of them, and I'll smooth out the note transition just to kind of pull this a little bit more towards center. Same thing here.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
That sounds great. I don't think we need to mess with any pitch drift or pitch modulation. These two notes, I can hear this one goes a little bit flat. I'm going to click both, double click, and we'll center the notes with the main pitch tool.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
Great. And I think the vibrato just needs to be tamed a little bit with the drift tool. We'll pull this in. And I'll use a little bit of the pitch modulation tool just to take a little bit of that vibrato out. See, it's very subtle. I don't want to flatten this, but I do want to reduce how far it's going from note to note and keep it closer to that A.
'Cause I'm on a mission. 'Cause I'm on a mission.
And that'll do it. Let's take a listen to before
'Cause I'm on a mission.
and after.
'Cause I'm on a mission.
So this has been a rundown of all the different tools in Melodyne and how I actually use them in practice. If you learned something today, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.